What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. Let's start off with a round of applause. Congratulations to Justine and Jack for winning. All right, so they won. They won. They earned it. They fought to the damn near to the death. Like, for real. Like, Jack was laid up. Like, we don't need nobody, taking themselves out for 100,000 wow. But congratulations to them. Let's talk about everything that happened before that. So, if you're brand new to the channel or a returning viewer, I break down TV shows one recap at a time, interjecting my personal thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. If you have been rocking with me all season, I appreciate you guys. From the good, the bad, and the ugly, all the comments, the subscriptions, the views, the everything. I appreciate you guys. All right. So, but if you have not already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. I know this show is over, but I do a lot of other content. And I think Love Island All Stars is starting in January, and I'll be right back here. I'll be back here to talk about that. So, we pick up where we left off from last night, where all the ex-Islanders, the 17 prior, Sans, it would be 18, but Megan's still sick. So the 17 prior ex-Islanders get to come in and vote on who they want to support. The top two couples are going to join Justine and Jack in the finale. The couple with the fewest votes is going to be sitting next to y'all tomorrow watching watching the competition. All right. So I want to say I feel vindicated. I do. Because the way that people, these 17 people, we'll say 15, Sans, Imani, and Ray, and whatever. Well, 13. The way these 17 people have seen more that has been going on throughout this they've seen more that has been going on throughout the show. They have seen the unfiltered, the unedited. They have lived it. They are watching it version of these people. So whenever somebody came down and had something not in the greatest light to say in regards to Jack and Justine's gameplay, I want y'all to pay attention to that. The people that called them snakes, the people that said they were backhanded, the people that said they was moving away. Y'all pay attention to that. And that's why I have told y'all I don't watch anybody's YouTube video recaps that's from the cast, because it is going to be a natural bias. It's going to be a natural bias of them to make themselves look in a better light. I don't know why some of y'all don't get that. I don't know why some of y'all argue me about that when I say that. But if y'all think that Sally and Justine and Jack, and I guess EL has been over there, if y'all think that the four of them are being 1,000% truthful in every single thing that they say when they do these recaps, I got a bridge I can sell you. Let's see what the Islanders had to say. So everybody has to stand up, cast their vote, and then they had to kind of say why they're voting that way. And I said, oh, that's a good punch. Why they got to say why they're voting that way? I thought that was kind of doing the much. I thought that was doing the most, because it's going to start to get kind of like catty and petty. So we start off with Mike. Mike votes for Johnny and Aurelia, said that, Johnny played a good game and he kept it real. Curtis votes for Callum and Deb, said they've been completely honest from day one. Carrington votes for Johnny and Aurelia, said that he's just a real MFer. I said, all right, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. It's unnecessary. So we have Georgia, who votes for EL and Sally, said because EL has been friends with her, has been her friend for years. Lisa votes for Johnny and Aurelia, said that Jack doesn't deserve to win, thinks that Johnny can beat them, and thinks that Jack is playing Justine. And I said, girl, what? Now, on one hand, y'all know how I feel about Lisa's ass. That was too much. That was too much, Lisa, because then nobody even asked you all that. We asked why you voted for the person. But I also kind of want to know why she thinks Jack is playing Justine. Do I think he's playing her? I don't. Do I think that this is going to be a relationship that transcends time? I don't. I think that it's a relationship like a nice little summer fling. I know people have said that he's visiting her now. It wasn't it like wasn't all the cast in hold on. Ooh, that was an ambulance. Isn't all the cast like in LA for something? But I don't think he's playing her. I just don't think that it's gonna last. But I was like, Lisa, girl, go on and stand in your heart. You doing too much. Tina votes for Callum and Deb. I appreciate Tina for not even giving a messy reason. Kira votes for Sally and EL, said it's because she's loyal. That loyal, like that was a dig. The way she said, because I'm loyal. I said, Kira, go on and stand over in your heart, because you're doing too much, girl. You wouldn't even hear that long for you to even be this, upset by you going home. Steph, in his crop jean jacket. It was so distracting. So I don't even know the reasoning he gave, if he gave one, but he voted for Johnny and Aurelia. I said, ooh, look at all the Johnny fans. Okay. One thing that you can say about Johnny, he treated them girls like shit. Sure. But he was loyal to the boys, and that's why the boys all have his back. Courtney votes for Deb and Callum. Avi. Deb is her best friend. I guess she done forgave Deb for, getting the little bean bags and her little cornhole. She done forgave Deb. All is cool there. Um Toby votes for Callum and Deb. He then said that Sally and EL are actors, and it was like, fuck you guys. And I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Toby. Nah, Tobes. Nah, Tobes. You doing too much. So then Lisa's ass, and this one I really was like, Lisa, you doing too much. So then Lisa comes in and was like, yes, Sally cried for you for like 2 minutes and she moved over to EL. Nobody asked you who Sally cried over for and for how long she did. Nobody's even talking. I don't ever have to see Lisa's ass on TV again. I promise you I don't. That was so unnecessary. Oh, she made me so mad. So then Courtney comes out of nowhere and it's like, yeah, I only voted for EL. You're just here as his girl. I don't believe this is gonna last. And I was like, damn, why y'all don't like Sally? What Sally do? So then Sally feels away and it's like, I did feel, I did have feelings for you. Like all of this right here, save her for the reunion. Is there a reunion? Save her for Twitter. Why are y'all doing this right here? Y'all holding up this hour and a half long episode. Mitch votes for Callum and Deb. Ivy, I think Mitch is his best friend. Scott votes for Johnny and Aurelia. Said that, EL is just Jack's side piece or Jack paid him off. I was like, y'all are coming with it. What? Now, do I think that EL was drinking the Jack juice? I don't. I don't. I think that EO did what he honestly thought was right in the moment. I don't think EO was up his ass. I think EO just kind of knew we're going to have to work with Jack and Justine because that's Sally's best friend. So we then have Zeta. She votes for Callum and Deb, tells Justine, if you win, take all the money. And then said that she's loyal to her friends. I said, girl. You can see Jack getting like more and more upset. I'm gonna say upset because I don't know if it was anger or hurt, but around his eyes was getting red. I was like, God, this turned into a roast. It turned into a roast. A lot of it unnecessary. Because, like, for one, why are y'all addressing Jack and Justine? Y'all should be talking to, I guess. Liberty said Callum and Deb. We knew Libs was gonna vote for Callum. That was her ace. That was her ace for real. So she said that, Callum is loyal and always had her back. Jess, and I said, girl, keep it cute, Jess. Keep it cute. She said, seeing Johnny in the top 4 gives her the ick. I'm gonna say this. I want to say this. It's gonna sound like it's in defense of Johnny, and it's not. I don't know. Maybe it is. But I guess here's the thing. on Love Island, y'all be dating around and stuff. Y'all be kissing everybody, humping everybody, finger popping, dry humping. That's just what y'all do. The way that Johnny moves on from girl to girl is a problem, right? Because he doesn't have enough respect or no respect for these women to tell them, I'm not interested. I want to move on to someone else. But I don't see a problem with him dating multiple women. If that makes sense. The way he does it is an issue. But what he's doing, I don't see an issue with that. Nonetheless, Jess said that a piece of advice for Aurelia is to run after the finale. I said, why, girl? You never ran. You didn't run. If anything, you ran after him. So why you telling her to run? Okay, Jess. Because quiet as it's kept, loud as it's known. If Johnny called Jess today, she would be down. So then Ray, in this red monochromatic little short set he got going on. I'm not a fan of monochromatic looks. For one, I don't like short. Ray was too happy. I feel like, Ray, we let you cry last night. We let you be emotional last night. You should really be back to yourself by this morning, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have slept on it, had you a little swig of, get you a couple shots, get some of the good liquor now. You don't have to drink the warm wine from the backyard boogie. But you should really be past what happened to a certain degree at this point. But he's not. So he said he came dressed in red so he could come for blood. Say your vote and go sit back down because you're doing too much now. So he calls Jack and Justine the biggest manipulators of the game. Said everybody saw what happened. We all saw. We all saw what happened. Said that Johnny is the only one person that was loyal to him. Did y'all clock how Imani caught that stray and was like, oh, okay. Okay. Imani caught that stray. I was like, damn. It's not that she wasn't loyal to you. Y'all weren't on the same page. But nonetheless. So Ray gives this impassioned speech, and I said, nigga, why are you crying again? Now we let you cry last night. I'm not letting it slide tonight. Ray crying tonight was completely ridiculous. I'm sorry. Completely ridiculous. Tighten the fuck up, sir. What are you doing? Why are you crying again? You feel the way about Jack and Justine. You feel manipulated. You feel that your friend undercut you. You keep telling her over and over and over again to the fact that she's going to hear it in her dreams that you would never do that to her. I feel Justine was wrong. Personally, I feel she was wrong for voting you out as her friend, not getting you to the Fab Five, whatever you want to call it. I feel that way. But at the same time, how many times you gonna say it to her? She heard you. She heard you when Jack said it and you stood up there and you yelled bullshit. She heard you then. She heard you again when y'all sat down to talk together. She heard you again when you were kind of talking to Jack about it. She heard you again before y'all left. Quit saying the shit. Be done with it. Either you're going to be your friend or you're not. If you are going to continue to move forward and be her friend, cuss her ass out. That was fucked up, Justine. And then you move on from it. Let it go. At some point, you were going to get voted off anyways. You and Imani were not going to win. You too light in the ass. You too light in the ass. You're no competition for some of these guys that are bigger. I don't want to keep hearing about this, Ray. And if they have a reunion and Ray screams about that again, I just might, wherever you are in the world watching this, you will hear me scream. And y'all can say that's just Tammy screaming from Milwaukee. So he votes for Johnny. Now they're all hugging him and shit. I said, Imani votes for Callum and Deb. She said that, she should have stuck to her guns and then they would still be there. Imani, you did stick to your guns during the challenge, though. So I don't know what she meant by that. You lost me there because you did stick to your guns, and that's why your asses aren't there. But nonetheless, she feels that they were snaked. I agree with her on that. I do feel that it was snaked. Well, I feel like Ray was snaked. Imani, you got what was gonna happen. I feel that Ray was snaked. And then she said that Callum is playing the type of game that she's playing or that she wanted to play. Sure. So Johnny and Aurelia get 6 votes. Callum and Deb get 9, and Sally and EL get 2. And I was shocked. I was kind of shocked. I thought Sally would have made it to the finals. Um, EL said that he tried to play the game right, but mistakes were made along the way. Sally says she loves everyone, and she has no malintent for anyone. Awesome. Justine apologizes again. Justine, that was twice, sis. Well, that was really 3 times, sis. You're done. You don't have to keep apologizing to him. You don't have to keep apologizing to him for this. You have said, I'm sorry 3 times. At this point, Ray has to move on. You know why? Because it's over. It's over. So she said that it was hard. And it was the hardest thing that she has ever had to do, which is crazy because you was just standing on business the other night. But you know what? It's fine. Whatever. But she said that she loves everyone there, and she looked very genuine when she said it to me. She looked genuine when she said it to me. So Jack then once again said that he did what needed to be done for their gameplay. Then said that he didn't have a plan to target Ray. And I'm like, Jack, I don't know if you remember, but you were on camera saying before the backyard boogie, before the carnival, before all of that, you said we have to take Ray and Imani out. You said it out of your lips, out of your mouth. That was your voice. From your diaphragm on up, you said it. And I think, and this is why, so when people ask why don't I care for them, it's this reason here. Because I feel like I would respect and not have an issue with Jack and Justine if they would have just been like, we voted for y'all because y'all are a threat. We want to take the threat out. That's literally all you had to say. But this whole, we can't trust you, and I would have saved you, Ray, but we can't trust Imani. No. Just call it like it is. Y'all thought that they were a threat. Y'all saw Imani as a threat from the female perspective. That's fine. Just say that. It's not going to make you look any weaker by acknowledging somebody is a threat. But for the way that Jack is backpedaling is ridiculous. But at this point, it's over. You know what I mean? Like you're not in the finals no more, Ray. You're not going. So we let you cry last night. Stop it at this point. So Ray is still whining, and I want to scream, nigga, shut the fuck up. You are prolonging this episode. So Jack tells him once again, man to man, I'm sorry. Ray, if you don't let this shit go, I know something. I know something. Sitting up there crying. What you crying for still? My God. They leave because we got to get them out. I feel like maybe they could have stayed for a little, midday boogie. But no, we got to leave because y'all are acting silly. All 17 of y'all gone. Y'all doing too much. So Sally has to go pack and go home. Yeah, has to go home. The guys do their little rah-rah, whatever over him. Justine feels like it's going to be lonely. Girl, it's one night. Justine acting like Sally left weeks ago. It's one night. It is one night. You will be okay. What I think this showed is that there is like kind of a disconnect with Justine and the other ladies. There were a lot of awkward moments that we saw before y'all scream, it's editing. We know. But there are a lot of awkward moments that we saw where the two Deb and Aurelia are talking and Justine is just kind of there. Just kind of there. So the next morning there everybody is hanging around, whispering sweet nothings into each other's ear. And they find out that everybody's gonna get a brunch date. And I said, well, that's nice. That's all right. Now I thought they were gonna leave and go somewhere. It was just a midday backyard boogie. And I was like, that's lame. That's lame. So Justine feels that the hate is real and that is what motivates her to win. Nobody's hating on you, sis, but okay. She feels that she deserves to be there. Y'all absolutely do. I think everybody that's in the final Callum and Deb, Johnny and Aurelia, and Jack and Justine, all three of them deserved to be there. I have issues with Bombshells being in the finale over other people, but hey, nothing we can do about that. But you deserve to be there, but I don't think people are hating on you. I could be wrong, but I don't think any of your fellow islanders are hating on you. Like I said, those ex-islanders saw things that we didn't. So for the ex-islanders to feel a way about the way that some people were moving is going to be, different from y'all, kind of being up their ass a little bit while watching the YouTube. That's all I'm saying. We can agree to disagree. So Johnny then gets a text that the mega duel is that night. I said, dang, they don't even get another backyard boogie. They just gonna go straight to. Okay, let's get to the duel, y'all. So they got all the ex Islanders there to watch. Ray, his green monochromatic short set. Where you getting these outfits from? Because that is a short set. Like that came on a double hanger with the shorts being clipped on a little plastic hanger, and then the shirt button. A $59.99 special. Okay, I don't want this video to get too long. Okay, so the duel. So the first duel, the first round, I should say, is gonna be them doing another version of like the joust. So they have to knock each other off and then ring a bell. Added little something something on the end. So the couple with the least amount of battles won is going to be eliminated. Everybody's going to fight everybody. So first things up, we have Justine versus Aurelia. Aurelia won that first round, but then Justine gave it to her, and it's because Aurelia was playing too wild with her. Justine is taller than you, so you really should have been trying to come in and get low to the ground and then hit her up in the hip, in the thigh area, and you would have been able to knock her off balance. But Justine wins. Aurelia versus Deb. Deb, you too big and solid, sis, to you to be falling that easily. That's all I'm going to say. No reason for Deb to not have won anything. So Aurelia wins. Justine versus Deb was light work. Justine wins. So Jack versus Callum. I don't know. They had on them little cheap ass, Payless shoes that had them slipping and sliding. Why they can't wear an Air Max? Why y'all not popping for like a Nike or an Asics or hell or a Reebok? The fact that they got them in them little Walmart shoes, I said, y'all lucky somebody ain't roll a damn ankle. The way Jack was sliding off that pole, that could have been dangerous. So Jack versus Callum, Callum won. Johnny versus Jack, Johnny won. Johnny versus Callum. Johnny like rolled his ankle or some shit. Johnny clearly got hurt, and I was like, oh, this gonna be a forfeit. But he powered through and he ended up beating Callum. See, Johnny has, crazy man strength. So the way he got that fuckboy strength, right? So the way that he was just pushing them off and running all aggressive, like I said, that's why you getting hurt. Why y'all trying to run full speed on this beam? Nonetheless, because of that, Callum and Deb were eliminated. They had the least amount of points. So now we are at the finale. Okay, so this is going to be like just chaotic. There is a bunch of like probably foam. I thought they were gonna make them kind of heavy, but they didn't. But it looked like a bunch of like foam bags or whatever in the middle that were listed with dollar amounts. Each team is on opposite sides. You are going to run to the middle, grab these bags of money, put it into your zone. Once all the bags are gone from the middle, then you can go to the opposite opponent's zone, grab their bags of money, and put it into yours. Whoever has the most amount of money at the end is going to win. So I underestimated Aurelia. I'll give you that. The way that she was snatching that shit out of Justine's hand, I said, Justine, grab it, shit. Like Aurelia was running up to her, taking shit out her hand. I feel like Jack did a lot of like defense, which left Justine to kind of run back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Johnny, I feel like they spent too much time fighting with each other over the bags too, to be real. I feel like they spent too much time fighting with each other, because what they should have done is, if Johnny would have did the same thing that Jack did and just stand on and hold on to some bags real tight, then that leaves Justine and Aurelia to try to duke it out. And I believe Aurelia might have been stronger than Justine, because we didn't see Justine snatch nothing out of Aurelia's hand. But the way that Aurelia was pulling her by the arm, I said, y'all gonna get hurt. Y'all are gonna get hurt. Somebody's gonna get hurt. um, so at the end, Jackass done fell out. I said, okay, so we gonna fight to the death, but not for real, for real. So he fell out. He can't breathe. They cut filming for the entire day. Wasn't it nighttime when they started? So they had to get a medic out and everything. He asking, did we win? Did we win? Breathe. Okay. Damn the money. Make sure you stay alive to see it. Like, come on now. But nobody brought out an oxygen mask. He said he can't breathe. Y'all to bring out a deep breath in, deep breath out, no oxygen mask, nothing. He apparently was down for the count for so long, it was the next day. It was the next day. They made them put the same clothes and stuff back on. Was it the next day? It looked drastically brighter. Maybe not. So then we do the count of the money, and the winner was Justine and Jack. We can see that visibly. They had more bags on their side. So once again, congrats to them, because the way that they were like out there really scrapping, they deserve that win. So the ex-Islanders get to pick who wins the money. I said that is so fucking shady. So they have to come and stand behind who they think should win the money. That person is going to get the ability to split. So obviously it was like all the UK boys, or all the non-American boys, went and stood behind Jack, and I think Johnny did too. The way Ray was just so conflicted. Imani got up right away and stood behind Justine. Why can't you do the same? I don't want to see Ray. Ray, Lisa, and Jess, I really don't need to see on nothing else. I don't want to see nan one of y'all show up at All Stars. Nan one of y'all. So Justine prolongs this. Like, girl, you knew you were gonna split it. You knew you were gonna split it. But she prolonged it. Well, I gave my all to a person before, and I got screwed, and my family could use the money. They said you've been winning shit. Did you spend your money from before? Didn't you win the challenge? Don't they get money from the challenge too? So eventually she's like, but I wouldn't be here without Jack. You damn Skippy, you wouldn't. Because the way that Jack was sprawled out, holding on in them bags for dear life, yes. So she splits the money with him, and then it just goes off. I mean, Maya didn't say bye or nothing. We didn't see them get like a big jumbo check. It just goes off. And that was it. So let me know how you guys felt about this episode. We know Justine and Jack deserve to win. Absolutely. Let me know how y'all felt about these people coming out and like using this as a roast. I didn't like that. Shockingly enough. I didn't care for that part. But if you have not already, don't forget, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.